Hello, everyone. Hello, the public. Hello, everyone in the public. This is a public domain podcast, the public version.
Do what you
of
want.
Our episode.
Remix it. Go ahead.
I know we can do it well, but we do whatever we want on the Patreon version. That's where it gets dirty.
Yes.
dirty.
Oh yeah, it gets hot. It's 18 plus only.
That's where the real shit happens.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to, check out our Patreon exclusive podcast this week, head over to patreon.com/Noclip. Support us at our beautiful supporter level. You got access to that and loads more, loads of videos and loads of other stuff like Discord, so we can spam you with links and stuff. But for those of you who don't want to do that, because the multitude of reasons why you wouldn't give strange internet boys your money, here's a clip from episode 74 where we talked about everything that happened at Not E3 and also some of my time that I spent down at Summer Games Fest hanging out with Jeff Keigh3 in his house.
Oh,
it's not how it went down.
Oh.
But if you want to know what really went down.
Yeah, if you want to hear about the sex chamber stories from Jeff Keighley's house.
Whoa.
He's got a swing.
Whoa. No, that's on the $50. That's on my other. That's on the Noclip OnlyFans.
It's on the Battle Pass tier.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's on the Buddle Pass tier.
Hey.
Yeah, Paddle Pass. There we go. Bend over, baby. All right, that's enough of that. Thanks for checking out our silly podcast. We'll be back next week with a full public one. But until then, enjoy this clip from the Secret Sex Podcast. Bye. So let's talk about the Bethesda and Xbox.
Yes.
That's the one we haven't actually sort of diving into. Let's start with the banger, I guess. Thoughts on Starfield? We finally got to see some Starfield gameplay. Any strong feelings about it from the crew?
I think it's gorgeous, and I think it'll be like a crazy big adventure. I think it looks like it's very beautiful. My little red flag that popped up is that I am concerned that the gunplay will have that kind of RPG feel, which is it's fine. There is a space for like a first person shooter RPG hybrid, but I wanted when you shoot the enemies, I want them to have like location based like staggering or reaction and stuff. And instead in the demo they showed it did look a little bit like you shoot him in the leg and the health bar kind of goes down, and that's the only kind of feedback that you're getting. Whether that is, I mean, it could still be an amazing fucking game in spite of that. But that was my immediate reaction was that is a hard line to walk between first person shooter and RPG for a million design reasons that I don't know how to solve as a layman. But yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people get pushed back from, it seems like in that genre, specifically the shooter ones, because it doesn't matter so much in melee and magic game, but like Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 or Fallout New Vegas, yeah, the shooting has always been like at least in the Fallout games you do a lot of VATS, and it kind of like takes the edge off of that. But yeah, I can see what you mean. It's hard because I feel like a lot of what they talked about in that game is stuff that we have seen in other games or nowadays expect almost from a game like that. And then when they talk about thousands of planets, you immediately get worried because we've already experienced No Man's Sky and what that might mean. So it's going to be a game that, like, I feel like there's so much caution with regard to space games and also probably with regard to Bethesda games too. That a lot of it's hard. I think a lot of people, myself included, are kind of like cautiously optimistic about it, but it's almost has to do more than what they're saying, or it needs to be combined in an interesting way for it to like really work. The thing that it's weird because when the Outer Worlds came out, I remember thinking, oh, this has a real flavor to it. Like they have chosen a direction of the like mood and the like, the subgenre of it being kind of like I don't know, what's it like? It's kind of like old TV serials or something, the characters and the lands. It's pulpy almost, And I remember when that trailers for those first came out, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I like that. I'd prefer something maybe a bit more quote unquote realistic and grounded. And then the Outer Worlds came out and I loved it. And all those characters had like, it totally made sense. The world that they're in, the way in which like the stories worked, it sort of made sense with that tone that they had. And I'm having the opposite thing with Starfield where I'm like, mechanically, I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted. It's very like grounded and realistic. but there's no flavor to it. You know what I mean? There's no like Fallout has a flavor and Skyrim has a flavor. Those games have like a sort of like an oddness to them, and like a weird. There's something idiosyncratic about them. And Starfield almost feels, at least from this original presentation, a little bit what you see is what you get, which I'm not sure if that's as interesting to me. So it kind of reminded it, but just like the Outer Worlds, I enjoyed that game more than when I saw the previews for the literal opposite reason. So it could also be the case here. It's just hard to show games.
It's like a little bit like cream flavored ice cream, where it's like
Right.
this will be delicious, but is it enough? On the opposite end of the flavor profile spectrum is Justin Roiland's Squanch Games
Oh my
Studio,
God.
High on Life.
Oh
with
my
the I don't know how I feel yet. I will reserve judgment. It looks fucking wild, whatever it is, but it's like the one with the talking guns.
Dude,
and
talking
obviously,
guns? Come on.
Talking guns, man.
Anyone who's familiar enough with Justin Roiland's style of animation is he does a lot of off the cuff VO, and then they kind of just match the game or the show to it. So like, yeah, I mean, I like Justin Roiland's works, his voice work enough that I feel like anything he's in is like in some games the carrot on the stick is like, oh, I want to know more of the narrative, and sometimes it's like, oh, I want to like progress the skill trees. I feel like I'll play High on Life probably at least, if not for everything else, because I just want to hear like every Justin Roiland voice line for all the guns and stuff.
Accounting, right? Which was
Yeah.
so that was made also with the guy who did what's his name? The Stanley Parable guy. He was also involved in that, right?
Oh, William Pugh?
Yeah,
Is that
Will. I think he was involved in that too. I remember I did that. I did a press event at PAX one year, and he was honest. Remember I told you the story of him being on like a laptop screen with like clothes around it. So he was like pretending to be there in Justin Roiland's apartment,
that's
or
awesome.
his hotel room. So I'm wondering, is he involved in this at all?
I don't know.
What's it called again? High on Life.
High on Life, which is a ridiculous, such a like. If I heard that title out of context, I'd have no idea what this game was. I mean, I kind of still have no idea what this game is in a good way.
I'm gonna see how crows High on Life. I'm typing in. I have no idea if that because Accounting is maybe the funniest game I've ever played. I have not laughed when the fucking tree guy turns up. I just like cried laughing. The guy is like, "This is my fucking tree. Leave my things alone.
This is my place.
This is my place." And then the fire starts. I was crying laughing in a fucking VR headset, which is like maybe a good way to die. It was so I am 100%. I will after that. I will play just about anything that he pulls out.
Have you checked out Trover Saves the Universe?
I never played it. So there, I'm contradicting myself. So what is that? How does that game play? What is that thing again?
That's the VR one that was on PlayStation. You kind of just sit in a chair. You're a guy in a chair, and you move around. You play with a controller. You don't use like the VR wands or whatever.
Okay.
And you're spinning around, interacting with people.
Oh,
You've got
yeah.
like these characters moving around and flying. It's the same kind of comedy that you would expect from Rick and Morty, or even Accounting Plus or Accounting. But yeah, it's really cool. Just check it out, man. You got a VR
It's
headset.
good.
Sit
Okay,
down in
I'm
your
gonna
chair.
play that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't play that. May 2019. I was moving, I guess, but that's no excuse. Wow, that's amazing. It's on Steam as well. Okay, cool. So it does have support for 5. All right. Squanch Games, baby. They were originally called Squanch Tendo.
Punch Tendo.
Yeah, but he changed it because of obvious reasons. The logo also was quite on the nose.
I can't imagine how that was a problem. I feel like Nintendo is such an understanding company when it comes to brushing right up against their IP.
Oh my god. Anything else stand out, or do you guys have any thoughts on Starfield or anything else you saw?
After seeing the Starfield thing, it was definitely, well, I'm happy it's on Game Pass because I'll definitely give it I'll try it for 2 hours, and if it hooks me, but I'm kind of at
Create your character?
Yeah. But yeah, I've seen Starfield, you're right about the flavor of like, man, I'd kind of rather play Outer Worlds too. If that's happening, but like
It is happening.
Oh yeah. So yeah, there you go. Because again, there's so much character, so much color. Starfield, and I'm sure it's gonna be fine, but it just looked very gray.
Yeah, it looked almost more something like Star Citizen than it did like a Bethesda game or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was quite like in ways that were like, I will say the shot from space when you saw the planet looked unbelievable. Like that looked like that's the type of space porn I love, where it's just like this like gorgeous light and all that. But yeah, as we've seen with games like Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen, oftentimes it takes years and years and years of people working to get all of these disparate types of games to work together, you know, like story and dogfighting and first person shooting and world exploration and narrative. And it's such a huge thing. I would not be surprised if this thing doesn't, if it slips further into 2024 or something. But Redfall sounds like it's coming out early next year. They showed a bunch more of that. Any thoughts on Arcane Austin's? They showed a lot of it, which was, I think, good because I feel like now I have a better understanding of what it is. But yeah, any strong feelings about it from the crew?
I liked the gameplay in the trailer. I thought that looked cool. I was happy there was a title that said like enjoy online or single player because like I feel there's way too many Left 4 Dead likes now where games look cool, but like I just don't want to coordinate that with 3 friends. We're all busy. So the fact that they said you can play a single player, it's like, okay, cool, you got me.
Yeah, I like the shooting in it. It felt I was disinterested, I think, in that type of co-op game, and also the premise. I like the trailers and stuff were good, but it wasn't grabbing me. And then when I saw the gameplay and the shooting, I was like, oh no, this is like this is like base invasion shit. Like I'll give this a whirl. But again, it's so hard to tell with trailers for stuff. It's like when I saw trailers for the Prey game that they put out, it wasn't as if I was like, yeah, this looks awesome. Can't wait to use the fucking padding gun. What is it? The
glue gun?
Makes insulation. Yeah, the glue gun, yeah.
The
and
asbestos gun?
It ends up being like one of the best first-person shooters of recent memory, you know, so it's so hard to tell these days. But yeah, I like the shooting that was in there. Microsoft Flight Simulator's getting helicopters and gliders, which is fun. So I'm excited to do that.
Microsoft Flight Simulator, one of the best announcements of Xbox, is at the very end of Microsoft. Yeah, the Halo ship shows up and then it's flying, but then it goes all the way up into space, and it's like, whoa, okay.
And then it says Microsoft Flight Simulator.
40th year anniversary, and then you can play as Halo.
I don't care about space. I just want to know if I can like land in SFO as the Halo thing. Can that land anywhere? Presumably.
I don't know how big it
right?
is.
It's like a VTOL thing, right? Vertical takeoff and landing. It can do it.
Yeah, that's the thing where all the troopers descend from. So
can I like drive a warthog out of it onto like the weird bubble Google Street View version of reality that game creates?
Drive into a fisheye version of Civic Center in San Francisco.
Yeah, totally. That'd be awesome. Man.
Hell yeah.
It's a good game. Yeah, a couple of other things from there. Arc 2, another bit of CG Vin Diesel.
Starring Vin Diesel, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Minecraft Legends got a trailer.
A game that the game that got me the most excited that I totally forgot about because the title wasn't coming to me. Bear and Breakfast looks very, very cute. It is a kind of management sim, colony sim. I think it's more of a management sim than colony sim, but you're running a bed and breakfast and you are a bear. And I'm not someone who's a sucker for, sometimes there's like a part of me where I see a cute aesthetic and I'm like, ooh, and then I have to reel myself in and be like, okay, but is this cute to look at and I'll be bored in 5-10 minutes, or is this actually a good game? And this looks like it's like both incredibly cute to look at and also a very kind of like compelling, interesting little game loop. Maybe kind of like a feeling a little bit of like Spirited Away or something, where you're like running kind of like a place for like weird esoteric characters to relax, not spirits but like forest creatures.
So I played it.
Oh shit,
really?
Tell me about it.
So I thought it was like that too, and then when I played it I got a different feeling from it. It feels a bit more linear. So you're like you said, you're basically running like a B&B as this bear. And I only played like fucking 7-minute demo, right? So who knows? And it was like the start of it. But yeah, you're building the rooms out, and then but you control a character. So you control the bear and you go to like quest givers and they tell you things to do. And then you have like a crafting table, and then it goes into a UI thing. And then there's menus for like people apply like Airbnb style, and you like say yes to them and whatever, and they see if they're happy. So the way I think it works is that you get I was trying to ask her like how levels progress, and I think you go to different parts of the forest and you get a new bed and breakfast, like a bigger one and a bigger one. And then there's also like quests for you to do in the overworld as well for various other animal creatures. So it felt a little bit more story game than builder game or strategy game or whatever. You know, less, you know, more, I don't know, more like that and less like a
Like RimWorld or something.
well, less like
less like
Theme
RimWorld.
Hospital or 2 Point
Okay.
Hospital, yeah, and
Gotcha.
more like you know, more like you're controlling a character. But yeah, I think it's Armor Games are putting that one out, which is
What's it called again? Bear and Breakfast?
Bear and
Bear and
Breakfast,
Breakfast.
yeah.
But not Bear B&B. Wouldn't that be like, way
Airbnb,
better?
Oh,
damn,
you're
that's
right.
good.
God,
Come on.
Very good.
maybe the Squanch Tendo lawyers would be on
Yeah,
them.
maybe.
Yeah. They're like,
Airbnb.
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go
God,
toe to
that's
toe with
so-
a giant corporation.
That is, I wonder if that was the original name or something. Because you're right, that is a really good name. Airbnb. Man. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Should have asked them that.